It's with a heavy heart that I'll be announcing that effective immediately, we'll be closing down operations at F45 East Village, Laguna Hills, and Rancho Santa Margarita for the remainder of the month and possibly longer. Over the past few weeks, we've done everything possible to remain open at the request of our members. We've taken this situation very seriously, implemented new policies and procedures, and adopted the highest level of health and sanitation standards to protect our community and provide a safe space to train. But in good consciousness, I can no longer feel comfortable keeping the doors open. The asymptomatic transmission of this virus is simply too great, and the risk return just isn't there. To our members, I hope you can understand. On a broader note, I want to express a few of my views on the current situation. Having lived and worked through the heart of the financial crisis, I never thought I'd see anything worse in my life. Years and years of excessive greed on behalf of home buyers, real estate agents, mortgage brokers, lenders, investment banks, ratings agencies, and insurance companies snowballed into an atomic bomb that could have led to Armageddon and taken decades to recover from. And when I say Armageddon, I mean a run on the banks, no money in ATMs, no food on shelves, looting, rioting. That's not opinion, that's fact. We were weeks, if not days, from that scenario fully playing out. Fortunately, a few of the stronger banks had the capital reserves to swallow up the other ones, and a $700 billion bailout provided the necessary liquidity and stabilized the credit markets just in the nick of time to avoid that Armageddon scenario. But the broader damage had already been done. Millions of people lost their jobs, lost their homes. Small businesses were decimated. Today, I'm concerned in a lot of ways this will be worse. The coronavirus is spreading rapidly. It's already mutated. People are dying. People are carrying it without showing signs. The mortality rate is very high in our older populations. I'm not a scientist or health professional and have no clue how long this outbreak will last or how many people it will impact, but I'm willing to say quite confidently it's going to be longer than 2 weeks and quite possibly a lot longer. And I know that's going to have a devastating impact within our communities, within our families, and on small business. We have roughly 30 million small businesses in this country and almost 60 million employees, which represents roughly half of our entire labor force. Many of these businesses operate day to day with very tight margins and very narrow P&Ls. A lot of these employees live paycheck to paycheck. A disruption or shutdown for even a few weeks, let alone a few months, will lead to businesses closing, layoffs, financial bloodshed. We're already starting to see it. I believe the government, per usual, is late to the game here. And unlike 2008, the fiscal stimulus needs to be distributed directly to the consumer and to the businesses, not across a handful of investment banks. They're kicking around a number of maybe $1 trillion. I personally believe that figure is way too small, but even if it's adequate, how quickly is it going to be dispersed? How will it be disseminated? Who will get what? Too many questions and time is ticking. We all need to heed the call. That's why I believe this will come down to the American people to solve this crisis, not the government. Our strength lies within our compassion, our generosity, and our commitment to a larger purpose. In times of great peril, we have always stepped up and put the greater good above our own. That's why I'm humbly imploring everyone who watches this and has the financial means to continue supporting the small businesses who've delivered joy and value in your lives. The local hair salon, coffee shop, your favorite restaurant, your local gym. When you do business with a larger corporation, oftentimes you're viewed as a number, a statistic, a KPI, a percentage of revenue or a percentage of goal. And that's not to downplay our larger corporations. We're blessed to have so many of the best businesses in the world, innovative, delivering great products and services that are improving the quality of our lives. But when you transact with a small business, you're part of a community, you're part of a family, you're part of a place where everyone knows your name. It's special, and it's why I love what I do. These businesses need your help now more than ever. To that end, I'm firmly making a pledge that F45 East Village will continue to pay our staff through this shutdown, and once we get through this and reopen, for our members who have unfortunately been laid off, you'll be able to come and train for free until things normalize. That's the least we can do. We'll be out announcing a number of other initiatives in the coming days. In my opinion, there's nothing stronger on this planet than the heart of the volunteer. We saw that from our first responders after 9/11. We see that every single day in our military community, our soldiers and veterans who put their lives on the line in defense of our freedoms. We now need to see that from the civilian population. We can't do this alone, but I have no doubt if we unite and sacrifice a bit more for the common good, this will be a defining moment in our lifetimes and we'll come out stronger and better for it in the long run. I thank each and every one of you for your support and for your love, and may I wish each of you the best of health during this scary time. Thank you.